connection. Children's literature has evolved dramatically in recent years, but what's truly fascinating is how modern books like The Sparkle-Heart Heroes are essentially teaching cognitive behavioral therapy to kids through magical storytelling.
The way this book approaches emotional intelligence through fantasy elements is really groundbreaking. How do you think it manages to balance the educational aspects with pure entertainment?
Well, it's fascinating how the author creates this rich mythology around psychological concepts. Take the Grumble Grumps, they're essentially personified negative thoughts, but instead of defeating them, Madhatan transforms them through understanding and compassion.
That's such an interesting departure from traditional children's literature, where antagonists are typically overcome through conflict rather than connection.
You know what really sets this book apart? The way it incorporates multiple layers of engagement. The thought-weaving concept isn't just magical. It's teaching children about the direct connection between thoughts, emotions, and actions, something that usually takes years of therapy for adults to grasp.
And the interactive elements really reinforce those lessons. The superpowered family fun activities transform passive reading into active learning experiences.
Speaking of engagement, let's talk about how cleverly the book appeals to different age groups. The character of Orion, for instance, works on multiple levels. Children see a magical guardian, while parents, particularly mothers, connect with the subtle romantic elements.
The multi-generational appeal reminds me of how Pixar films work, creating different layers of meaning for different audience ages.
And the world building is extraordinary. Each location, the crystal cascades, the rainbow reefs, the cloud cities, serves as a metaphor for different emotional states. When the sky builders lose their ability to dream, it's such a powerful representation of how self-doubt can limit creativity.
That environmental storytelling really helps make abstract concepts tangible for young readers.
You know, what's particularly relevant is how the book handles diversity and inclusion. By not defining Madhatan's gender and including characters like Lily, Toby, and Maya with different strengths, it shows there's no one right way to be a hero.
Well, that inclusive approach extends to different learning styles too. The combination of visual storytelling, songs, and interactive activities accommodates various ways of processing information.
The timing of this book couldn't be more crucial. Recent studies show that anxiety rates among children have increased by 29% since 2016. Having tools like Sparkle Think to help process emotions and build resilience is vital.
The focus on emotional resilience really speaks to the challenges children are facing today in our increasingly complex world.
What's remarkable is how the book manages to address serious topics like fear, loneliness, and self-doubt without losing its sense of wonder. The balance between depth and delight is masterfully handled.
The delicate balance reminds me of classic works like Where the Wild Things Are, that dealt with complex emotions through imaginative storytelling.
Looking ahead, I think this book represents a new wave of children's literature that integrates psychological principles with storytelling. It's not just entertainment, it's emotional education disguised as magic.
So you're seeing this as part of a larger trend in children's literature moving toward more emotionally intelligent storytelling?
Exactly, and with the book's extension into social media and the creation of a community of sparkle thinkers, it's becoming more than just a story. It's a movement that supports ongoing emotional development and family connection.
Well, that's what makes this book feel so timely. It's meeting children where they are while giving them tools to navigate their emotional world.
In the end, what makes the Sparkle-Heart Heroes so powerful is its understanding that magic isn't just about fantastical powers, it's about the very real magic of emotional intelligence, self-acceptance, and connection.
Book name, The Sparkle Heart. Heroes Unleashing Your Inner Magic by Madhatan. Madhatan Smith. What the book is about. This is a vibrant, interactive adventure story centered around Madhatan Smith, a child with the extraordinary ability to thought-weave their dreams and positive thoughts into reality. Madhatan embarks on a series of whimsical quests to help others overcome challenges like grumpiness, sadness, and self-doubt, using their unique powers and the power of imagination. The book emphasizes the importance of kindness, empathy, and self-belief. Who the book is for. Dasat. Children aged 5, 12 years old. Children who struggle with self-esteem, anxiety, or feelings of inadequacy. Children who love imaginative stories and interactive adventures. Parents and caregivers seeking tools to foster positive thinking and emotional resilience in their children. Benefits of the book. Empowerment. Encourages children to recognize and harness the power of their own thoughts and feelings. Emotional resilience. Provides tools and strategies for dealing with negative emotions and building self-confidence. Creativity and imagination. Stimulates imaginative play and creative thinking. Empathy and kindness. Promotes understanding and compassion for others. Ratas. Parent-child bonding. Offers opportunities for shared reading and interactive activities that foster connection. Learning through fun. Teaches valuable lessons through an engaging story. Aimed. Who the book will reach. Families with young children. Elementary school teachers and librarians. Child therapists and counselors. Children's book enthusiasts. Anyone looking for a positive and uplifting read. A beginning note from the author. Dear Super Readers listener, welcome to the magical world of Madhatan Smith. I wrote this book because I believe that every child has a spark of magic within them, a special power that can make the world a brighter place. Sometimes, we forget how amazing we are, and we let grumpy thoughts and shadowy fears dim our light. But just like Madhatan, you have the power to turn those shadows into rainbows. Inside these pages, you'll find exciting adventures, silly monsters, and lots of opportunities to use your own imagination. Get ready to laugh, to dream, and to discover the hero inside you. Remember, kindness is your superpower, and your thoughts can change the world. So grab your crayons, put on your thinking caps, and let's embark on a journey filled with sparkle think and everlasting joy. With lots of love and sparkle think.
I have never been... Sparkle think. Tall Madhatan Smith, Pandey. Book start now. Sirs, alright, buckle up because Madhatan Smith is about to blast off into your hearts. Madhatan Smith and the Wishing Whirligig. Imagine a bright, sparkly cover with a boy/girl with wild, colourful hair, a swirling, rainbow-coloured whirligig, and a friendly, goofy-looking monster. Chapter 1. The day the world turned wobbly. Madhatan Smith wasn't like other kids. Oh, they loved to draw silly monsters and dream of flying, but Madhatan believed it. Not just believed, but knew it was possible. See, Madhatan had a secret, a heart full of sparkle think. Sparkle think was like a magical paintbrush for your brain. If you thought happy, bright, and brave thoughts, amazing things happened. One sunny morning, while skipping down Rainbow Lane, Madhatan tripped over well, it looked like a giant shimmering lollipop. But it wasn't. It was the Wishing Whirligig. It spun with colors that made your eyes dance, and it whispered, "Wish, little one, wish." Madhatan, remembering their Grandma Glimmer's words,
The best wishes come from a kind heart. Didn't wish for mountains of candy or a room full of toys. They wished for the power to help others. Whoosh! A burst of golden light swirled around Madhatan, and suddenly they could thought weave. Madhatan's mind-blowing powers. Thought weaving. Madhatan could turn their thoughts into real things. Happy thoughts became bouncy bubbles that lifted people up. Brave thoughts turned into shimmering shields, and kind thoughts became warm, glowing hugs. More sparkle sense. Madhatan could feel when someone was sad or scared, like a tiny, sparkly alarm bell in their heart. Imagination ignition. Madhatan could make anyone's imagination come to life.
If someone dreamed of flying a dragon, Madhatan could make a friendly, fluffy dragon appear. Chapter 2. The Grumble Grumps of Gloomville. News of Madhatan's powers spread like glitter in the wind. Soon, Madhatan heard about the Grumble Grumps of Gloomville. These grumpy, fuzzy monsters lived in a dark, shadowy town and loved to spread gloom and grumpiness. They made kids feel small and scared, whispering mean things like, "You're not good enough, and nobody likes you." Madhatan knew they had to help. With a deep breath and a sparkle think, Madhatan flew to Gloomville, riding a giant rainbow-colored bubble. The Grumble Grumps were big and hairy, with droopy faces and grumpy frowns. They tried to scare Madhatan with their grumbling and growling, but Madhatan just smiled and said, "I think you're just lonely." Using thought weaving, Madhatan created a giant, bouncy playground full of giggling bubbles and friendly, fluffy clouds. The Grumble Grumps, surprised by the fun, started to giggle too. Their frowns turned upside down, and their fur turned bright and colorful. They weren't Grumble Grumps anymore. They were Giggle Bumps. Learning time. Lesson 1. Your thoughts are powerful. Just like Madhatan, you can use your thoughts to make the world a better place. Think happy, kind thoughts, and watch amazing things happen. Lesson 2. Everyone needs a friend. Even grumpy monsters can be happy with a little kindness. Don't be afraid to be a friend to someone who seems lonely or sad. Lesson 3. You are amazing just the way you are. Those Grumble Grumps tried to make kids feel bad, but Madhatan showed them that everyone is special and wonderful. Chapter 3. The Mystery of the Missing Smiles. One day, all the smiles in Sunnyville disappeared. Everyone was walking around with long, sad faces. Madhatan, with sparkle sense tingling, knew something was wrong. Following a trail of tiny silver tears, Madhatan discovered a hidden cave where a shadowy figure was collecting smiles in jars. It was the Shadow Snatcher, a creature who fed on happy feelings. Madhatan, remembering Grandma Glimmer's advice, sometimes the best way to fight darkness is with light, used imagination ignition to create a dazzling light show. Rainbows danced, stars twinkled, and the cave filled with the sound of laughter. The Shadow Snatcher, overwhelmed by the joy, couldn't hold on to the smiles anymore.
They burst out of the jars and flew back to everyone's faces. The Shadow Snatcher, now covered in sparkles, started to giggle too. All right, let's turn Madhatan Smith's adventures into a super catchy, kid-friendly song. Title, Madhatan Smith's Sparkle Think Song. And not from Madhatan Smith. Hey kids, I'm looking for someone who can sing. This song win $100. Madhatan Smith bucks for best singer boy or girl. Have your mama send it to me. Smooth_embrace. Verse 1. Upbeat, bouncy music with a clapping rhythm. Madhatan Smith, a friend so bright. With sparkle think they shine so light. If you feel sad
or you feel small. Just think happy thoughts, stand up tall. Clap, clap, clap. Chorus. Music gets louder and more energetic. Sparkle, think, let your dreams take flight. Turn your fears to bubbles shining ever so bright. Thought weave magic, make your wishes true. Madhatan Smith believes in you. Jump, 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 verse 2. Music softens slightly, becomes more playful. Me, grumble, grumps are feeling blue. Shadow snatchers hiding too. But kindness wins, it's plain to see. A smile and hug set.
Hey, are you looking? Hug sets everyone free. Twirl, twirl, twirl. Chorus. Music gets louder and more energetic. Sparkle. Think. Sparkle, think. Let your dreams take flight. Turn your fears to bubbles, shining ever so bright. Thought weave magic, make your wishes true. Madhatan Smith believes in you. Jump, jump, jump. Bridge. Music slows down, becomes more encouraging. If you feel lonely, if you feel weak, just close your eyes, your power speak. You're brave and strong, you're one of a kind. Let your imagination fill your mind. Whisper, sparkle, think. Chorus. Music gets louder and more energetic with a final burst of energy. Sparkle, think. Sparkle, think. Let your dreams take flight. Turn your fears to bubbles, shining ever so bright. Thought weave magic, make your wishes true. In Madhatan Smith believes in you? Big jump, then a final clap, and a yay outro. Music fades out with a happy tinkling sound. Sparkle, think, yeah. My parents, listeners, this song is designed to be a joyful celebration of Madhatan Smith's message of positivity, imagination, and self-belief. It's a song that kids will want to sing again and again. Okay, my little superheroes. Okay, let's dive into the magical world of Madhatan Smith with a captivating opening.
Opening. Chapter 1. Where dreams took flight and shadows danced, the city of Everbright hummed with a million whispered wishes, a symphony of dreams waiting to burst into reality. But tonight, a discordant note echoed through the sparkling streets. A swirling vortex of shadow, the dreaded gloom gargoyle, had descended, its grumbling laughter swallowing the city's light. "He's stealing our joy," cried a tiny voice, and from the swirling chaos, a figure emerged, hair a riot of rainbow hues, eyes shimmering with starlight. Madhatan Smith. Not a hero of bulging muscles or booming voice, but a child with a heart brimming with sparkle, think. As the gloom gargoyle lunged its shadowy claws reaching for the last glimmer of happiness, Madhatan simply smiled, a whirlwind of vibrant thoughts swirling around them. "You're not stealing joy," Madhatan declared, a cascade of golden bubbles erupting from their hands. "You're just lost and maybe a little lonely." The bubbles, warm and inviting, wrapped around the gargoyle, not with force but with gentle understanding. The gargoyle, surprised by the kindness, started to wobble, its shadow fading, revealing a creature of shimmering stardust. And as the parents and children watched, eyes wide with wonder, they knew that something truly magical had just begun. A story where the mightiest power wasn't a punch, but a kind thought. And the bravest battle was fought not with fists, but with a heart full of love. Madhatan Smith and the Symphony of Wishes. Chapter 1. Where dreams took flight and shadows, dancing in the heart of the whispering woods, where fireflies danced with moonbeams and every leaf held a secret, lived Madhatan Smith. Not a prince, not a wizard, but a child with a heart so bright it could turn shadows into rainbows. Madhatan knew a truth that adults often forgot, that wishes weren't just for stars, they were the very building blocks of reality. But tonight a hush fell over the woods, a silence heavier than any storm. The Wish Weaver, the ancient spirit who spun dreams into starlight, had been captured by the Gloom King, a creature of bitter envy who wanted to steal all the joy in the world. And as the last glimmer of starlight flickered, Madhatan knew it wasn't just a quest to save the Wish Weaver. It was a battle to remind every child, every parent, every soul that the most potent magic wasn't in a wand, but in the boundless power of their own imagination. Chapter 2. The Gloom King's Grumble Grotto. The Gloom King's Grumble Grotto was a place of shadows and sour smells, where captured wishes hung like dusty cobwebs. The Gloom King, a hulking figure with a crown of twisted thorns, cackled as he held the Wish Weaver captive, a shimmering butterfly-winged spirit trapped in a dark crystal. "With her power, I'll turn every smile into a frown," he roared. Madhatan, guided by their sparkle sense, slipped into the grotto, their footsteps as light as falling feathers. "You're not going to take anyone's joy," Madhatan declared, their voice echoing with unwavering belief. "You're just afraid of being happy yourself," the Gloom King scoffed, sending a wave of shadowy tendrils towards Madhatan. But Madhatan, with a flick of their wrist, unleashed a torrent of thought-weaved bubbles, each filled with laughter and light. The bubbles bounced and swirled, tickling the Gloom King's shadowy form, making him wobble and stumble. Chapter 3. The Wishing Whirligig's Whisper. In the heart of the grotto, Madhatan found the Wishing Whirligig, its colors dimmed and its whisper faint. "Help me," it sighed. "I can help you free the Wish Weaver." Madhatan, remembering Grandma Glimmer's words, "Secrets are safe with kind hearts," shared their deepest wish to remind everyone of the magic within themselves. The whirligig spun, its colors bursting back to life, and a shower of stardust enveloped Madhatan. "Take this," it whispered. "It will amplify your sparkle, think." Madhatan caught a shimmering, heart-shaped crystal, its warmth spreading through their body. Chapter 4. The Battle of Brightness. The Gloom King, enraged, unleashed a storm of shadow creatures, grumble grumps with droopy faces and sniffle snakes that hissed gloomy tunes. But Madhatan, with the crystal amplifying their powers, turned the shadows into playful sprites, the grumble grumps into giggling imps, and the sniffle snakes into musical ribbon. And they used thought weaving to create shimmering shields and bouncy bridges, leading the grumble grumps to a massive tickle fight. The Gloom King, overwhelmed by the joy, stumbled, his crown falling off, revealing a lonely, stardust-covered face. "I just wanted to be happy too," he whimpered. Chapter 5. The Symphony of Wishes. Madhatan, with a gentle smile, used the crystal to free the Wish Weaver, her light flooding the grotto. "Everyone deserves to be happy," Madhatan said to the Gloom King. The Wish Weaver, grateful, wove a symphony of wishes, turning the grotto into a garden of sparkling flowers and singing trees. The Gloom King, touched by kindness, joined in, his shadow turning into a shimmering cloak. The wishes, released, flew out into the world, reminding every child, every parent, every soul of the magic within them. And as the whispering woods echoed with laughter and joy, Madhatan Smith knew that the greatest power wasn't in conquering darkness, but in sharing light. Chapter 6. Sparkle, Think Forever. Madhatan returned to Everbright, the city glowing with renewed joy. The grumble grumps and sniffle snakes, now friends, helped build a playground of dreams. Children wrote their wishes on colorful paper, and the Wish Weaver turned them into sparkling stars that filled the night sky. Madhatan Smith, the child with the heart of starlight, had shown the world that even the smallest spark of kindness could ignite a universe of joy. And as the stars twinkled, they whispered a promise: "Sparkle, think forever." Chapter 7, The Awakening of Starlight. The whispering woods shimmered with a newfound energy, a symphony of wishes swirling through the air. Madhatan, standing at the heart of this vibrant chaos, felt a strange tingling sensation, a warmth spreading through their veins like liquid starlight. The wishing whirligig, now spinning with blinding speed, pulsed with light.
With light, and from its core, a cascade of shimmering orbs floated towards the children who had gathered. Each orb, a captured wish, pulsed with a different color, a different dream. "These are the wishes you whispered in your hearts," Madhatan announced, their voice echoing with newfound authority. "They're not just dreams, they're your powers." Lily, the shy girl who always drew fantastical creatures, reached out, and a vibrant green orb settled into her palm. Instantly, her drawing sprang to life, miniature dragons and playful sprites dancing around her. This echoes Law 25. Recreate yourself, encouraging her to embrace her unique creativity. Toby, the boy who always felt overlooked, touched a golden orb, and a shimmering aura surrounded him. He felt a surge of confidence, his voice ringing out with newfound clarity. He could now make his ideas understood and heard. This reflects Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion, encouraging him to own his voice. Maya, who was always trying to help others, took a blue orb, and a wave of calm washed over her. She could now sense the emotions of others, understanding their fears and hopes. This connects to Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others, focusing on empathy and connection. Even the grumble grumps, now transformed by kindness, touched the orbs, gaining the power to spread laughter and joy. This is a kinder version of Law 42. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter, showing that true power is in spreading positive influence. However, a shadow fell over the joyous scene. From the depths of the forest, a group of shadowy figures emerged. The envy eaters, creatures that fed on the power of others. Their eyes gleamed with a hungry light as they reached for the shimmering orbs. "They want to steal your powers," Madhatan warned, "but these powers are yours and you must protect them." Lily's dragons breathed fire, creating a protective barrier. Law 23. Concentrate your forces using her creative power to defend. Toby used his newfound confidence to rally the grumble grumps, who charged forward with playful energy. Law 28. Enter action with boldness, using bravery to face the threat. Maya used her empathy to calm the envy eaters, showing them the beauty of shared joy. Law 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect, reflecting their negativity with kindness. Madhatan, using the amplified sparkle think, created a swirling vortex of starlight, reflecting the envy eaters' darkness back at them, causing them to shrink and fade away. "Your powers are not just for you," Madhatan declared, their voice filled with hope. "They're for everyone. Use them to make the world a brighter place." Chapter 8. Beyond the Whispering Woods. With their newfound powers shimmering like stardust, Madhatan and their friends knew their adventure was just beginning. The Whispering Woods, once a familiar haven, now beckoned them, to explore the wider world, a land painted with the vibrant hues of imagination. The wishing whirligigs showed me visions, Madhatan explained, their eyes gleaming with excitement. There are lands beyond the woods, places where wishes are fading and shadows are growing strong. Their journey began at the Crystal Cascades, a river of pure, shimmering light that flowed from the heart of the Wishing Mountains. The water wasn't wet, but felt like warm sunshine on their skin, and each ripple whispered a secret dream. Here they met the dream weavers, tiny iridescent creatures who collected stray wishes and wove them into the fabric of reality. The Gloom King's envy has spread. A dream weaver fluttered, its wings catching the light. It's reached the rainbow reefs, where the choral singers have lost their voices, and the cloud cities where the sky builders have forgotten how to dream. The rainbow reefs were once a vibrant underwater paradise, where corals sang melodies that made the ocean dance. Now, the reefs were dull and gray, the choral singers silenced by a wave of sadness. Lily, using her power to bring her drawings to life, created a school of glowing fish that danced and twirled, reminding the choral singers of their lost melodies. Toby, with his newfound confidence, rallied the sea creatures, encouraging them to sing together. Slowly, the reefs began to shimmer, and the ocean echoed with the joyful symphony of the choral singers. Next, they journeyed to the cloud cities, floating islands of spun sugar and stardust, where the sky builders once crafted fantastical airships and soaring towers. Now the cities were shrouded in a thick fog of doubt, the sky builders' tools gathering dust. Maya, using her empathy, sensed the sky builders' fear, their worry that their dreams were too big, too impossible. She shared stories of Madhatan's journey, reminding them that even the smallest wish could spark incredible creations. Madhatan, using thought weaving, created a miniature airship, a testament to the power of imagination. The sky builders, inspired, began to work again, their tools humming with renewed energy, and the cloud cities once again soared with fantastical creations. My little superheroes and these characters you learn. Along their travels they encountered the glimmering glades, a forest where every tree bore fruit that tasted like happy memories. The Valley of Echoes, a place where whispered secrets became booming truths. The Starry Steppes, a vast open plain where constellations came to life and danced across the night sky. The Mirror Mountains, a range of peaks that reflected not just images, but the deepest desires of those who looked upon them. Each location presented new challenges and opportunities for Madhatan and their friends to use their powers, not to conquer or dominate, but to heal and inspire. They learned that the world was a tapestry of dreams, and that their role was to weave those dreams. More adventures ahead. Kid, Chapter 9, The Guardian of Glimmering Glades. The journey through the glimmering glades was a symphony of warmth and wonder. Sunlight filtered through leaves that shimmered like emeralds, and the air hummed with the gentle melody of whispering wishes. But it was the guardian of the glades, a figure as radiant as the dawn, that truly captivated the hearts of all who beheld him. His name was Orion, and he was a sky builder who had chosen to protect the glades, a sanctuary of pure joy. His eyes, the color of twilight, held a depth of kindness that made you feel seen and cherished. His voice, a gentle rumble like distant thunder, spoke of strength and unwavering protection. And when he smiled, it was as if the sun itself had decided to shine just for you. Orion wasn't just strong, he was gentle. He wasn't just wise, he was playful. He could build soaring airships that danced among the clouds, and he could weave stories that made your heart sing. He treated Madhatan and their friends with respect, listening to their ideas and valuing their contributions. He was the kind of hero who didn't just fight monsters, but who built playgrounds and planted gardens. He was the kind of man who made you feel safe, cherished, and utterly adored. When a group of shadow sprites, mischievous creatures that fed on forgotten memories, threatened to steal the joy of the glades, Orion didn't roar or brandish a weapon. He simply smiled, his eyes twinkling with warmth. "You must be lost," he said, his voice soft but firm. "Come, let me show you the beauty of the glades." He then proceeded to build a playground of light and played with the shadow sprites until they were laughing. He then took out a small instrument and played a song that made the trees dance and the flowers sing. He looked at each of the children with a gaze that made them feel like they were the most important person in the world. He was the kind of man who remembered your name, who asked about your dreams, and who made you feel like anything was possible. He was the kind of man who would build you a castle in the clouds and then tuck you in with a bedtime story. He was the kind of man who made you believe in magic, not just in the world, but in yourself. And as the moms listened to their children's gasps of wonder, they couldn't help but feel a warmth spreading through them, a longing for a man who embodied such strength, kindness, and unwavering devotion. And they imagined him building a swing set in their backyard, reading bedtime stories by the fire, and holding them close during a thunderstorm. They imagined a man who could protect them, cherish them, and make them feel like the most special woman in the world. Orion wasn't just a hero. He was a dream, a whisper of what could be, a reminder that true strength wasn't about power, but about love. And as the moms listened, they couldn't help but fall a little bit in love. Chapter 10. The daydreams walked among us. The annual Everbright Festival was in full swing, a kaleidoscope of colors and laughter. But this year, something extraordinary was about to happen. Madhatan, Lily, Toby, and Maya, now celebrated heroes, stood on the grand stage ready to share their adventures. "We learned that wishes aren't just dreams," Madhatan announced, their voice ringing with excitement. "They're the sparks that light up our world." Suddenly, a shimmering portal opened on the stage, a swirling vortex of starlight and rainbows. Gasps rippled through the crowd as figures began to emerge, not actors or performers, but the heroes they had met on their journey. Orion, the guardian of the glimmering glades, stepped through, his eyes twinkling with warmth. He carried a basket of glimmering glade fruits, each one glowing with a different memory. He offered them to the children in the audience, sharing stories of courage and kindness. The Dreamweavers fluttered in, their wings scattering stardust. They floated above the crowd, weaving wishes into shimmering scarves and bracelets, giving each child a tangible piece of magic. The choral singers, now radiating joy, swam through the air, their melodies filling the festival grounds. They invited the children to join them in a spontaneous underwater dance, their movements as fluid and graceful as the ocean waves. The sky builders soared in on miniature airships, their faces beaming with pride. They offered rides to the children, taking them on a whirlwind tour of the festival grounds, showing them the world from a whole new perspective. Even the transformed Grumble Grumps, now covered in colorful fur, tumbled onto the stage, eager to play. They started a giant tickle fight, sending waves of laughter through the crowd. The children, wide-eyed with wonder, rushed to meet their heroes. They hugged Orion, danced with the choral singers, and flew with the sky builders. They touched the dream weaver's wings and giggled as the Grumble Grumps chased them with playful glee. "It's just like the book," a little girl exclaimed, her voice filled with awe. "They're real," a boy shouted, his eyes shining with excitement. Madhatan, watching the scene unfold, felt a surge of joy. "Dreams can come true," they said, their voice filled with emotion. "You just have to believe in them." At that moment, the festival became more than just a celebration. It became a living, breathing testament to the power of imagination. The children weren't just reading about heroes, they were meeting them, interacting with them, and becoming heroes themselves. The heroes then began to teach the kids their powers. Orion showed the kids how to weave light. The choral singers taught them how to sing, and the sky builders showed them how to build. As the day drew to a close, the heroes gathered on the stage, their faces glowing with warmth. "Remember," Orion said, his voice echoing through the crowd, "you all have the power to make your dreams come true. Never stop believing in the magic within you." The portal shimmered and closed, leaving the children with hearts full of wonder and a newfound belief in the extraordinary. They had met their heroes, and they had discovered that the greatest magic was not in a book, but in their own hearts. Chapter 12. Super duper fun time. Imagine.
Imagine this chapter is written in a super energetic, playful voice with lots of exclamation points and onomatopoeia. Super you! Are you ready for some super duper fun? Madhatan Smith is here to turn your living room, your bedroom, your backyard into the most amazing adventure ever. First up, let's have a monster mash dance party. Remember those Grumble Grumps? Well, they've learned some awesome dance moves. Put on your favorite music, the louder the better, and let's boogie. Imagine you're dancing with a fluffy monster, a giggling ghost, or a robot who can do the robot. Wiggle your arms, shake your legs, and let your inner monster out. Boom, shake, wiggle. Next up, let's have a superhero obstacle course. Grab some pillows, blankets, and chairs, and create your own superhero training ground. Crawl under tables, jump over pillows, and dodge imaginary laser beams. Zap, whoosh, jump. Imagine you're training to save the world from the tickle tyrant who's trying to make everyone laugh too much. Now let's have a sparkle think story time. Close your eyes, super you, and imagine you're flying on a giant rainbow-colored bird. Where are you going? What do you see? What amazing adventures are you having? Now, open your eyes and tell your story to someone you love. Use silly voices, make crazy sound effects, and let your imagination run wild. Squawk, flap, zoom. Time for a superpowered treasure hunt.
Hide some of your favorite toys or snacks around the house and create clues that lead to the treasure. The clues can be riddles, drawings, or even secret messages written in invisible ink. Lemon juice works great. Imagine you're searching for the lost giggles of Giggleland or the crystal of kindness. Hint, clue, found it. And now for the grand finale, the Super Duper Power Pose Challenge. Stand tall, Super You, and strike your most powerful pose. Are you going to be the mighty mountain, the soaring eagle, or the giggling gorilla? Hold your pose for as long as you can and feel the power surging through you. Roar, soar, giggle. Remember, Super You, you have the power to turn any moment into an adventure. Use your imagination, use your kindness, and use your voice to make the world a brighter, happier place. And don't forget to laugh, dance, and play every single day, All right, let's turn the Madhatan Smith universe into a heart-winning musical extravaganza. We'll craft a scene that blends heroism, romance, with a wink for the moms, and pure, unadulterated musical magic. Chapter 13, The Starlight Serenade. Imagine the scene opening with a soft, melodic tune, a gentle piano melody that sets a romantic, yet playful mood. The starry steps shimmered under a canopy of twinkling constellations, each star a whispered wish. Madhatan and their friends, along with Orion, Lily, Toby, and Maya, stood on a hill overlooking the vast starlit plains. Orion steps forward, his eyes gazing at the shimmering stars, a gentle smile playing on his lips. He begins to sing in a warm, resonant voice. Orion, singing, "Upon these fields of starlight bright, where dreams take flight in endless night, a hero's heart and a gentle hand will light the way across the land." Lily, inspired by the melody, joins in, her voice sweet and clear. Lily singing, "With strokes of color, bright and bold, my creatures dance, stories unfold. Imagination's magic free, a world of wonder you will see." Toby steps forward, his voice strong and confident. Toby, singing, "My voice rings out, a guiding call, to stand up tall and give your all. With courage true and spirit bright, we'll chase away the darkest night." Maya joins in, her voice filled with empathy and warmth. Maya singing, "A gentle touch, a listening ear, to banish doubt." Maya singing, "A gentle touch, a listening ear, to banish doubt and dry a tear. With hearts entwined and spirits free, we'll share our love for all to see." Madhatan steps forward, their voice filled with joy and hope. Madhatan singing, "With sparkle think and wishes bright, we'll fill the world with pure delight. For every heart a shining star, to guide us safely near and far." The music swells, becoming more upbeat and energetic. The heroes begin to dance, their movements as fluid and graceful as the stars themselves. Orion, with a playful wink, twirls Madhatan, their laughter echoing through the starlit plains. He then looks towards the moms with a knowing smile and sings a verse directly to them. Orion, singing with a touch of playful charm. "A gentle heart, a steady hand, a love that blooms across the land. A hero's touch, a tender gaze, to fill your nights with starry days." The moms, watching their children dance with the heroes, feel a warmth spreading through them, a sense of longing for a love that is both strong and tender. The music reaches a crescendo, the heroes' voices blending in a harmonious chorus. All singing, "We are the heroes, brave and true, with hearts of gold and dreams anew. Together we'll light up the night and fill the world with pure delight." The music fades, leaving a sense of warmth and wonder in the air. The heroes bow, their faces beaming with joy. The chapter ends with a soft, gentle melody, a lullaby that whispers promises of dreams and magic. My parents who listening with they, amazing child this song. If you'd like to enter the music challenge, win $100 Manhattan. Smith Bucks, idea how we have a vision for it. Musical notes. Use a mix of upbeat, catchy tunes and soft romantic melodies. Incorporate
romantic melodies. Incorporate harmonies and vocal arrangements that showcase the hero's individual voices and personalities. Use instruments like piano, guitar, and strings to create a warm and inviting sound. Add in playful sound effects and musical flourishes to enhance the magical atmosphere. Make sure that the song is catchy and easy for kids to sing along to. This musical scene is designed to be a heartwarming and enchanting experience for both children and adults, blending heroism, romance, and the magic of music into a truly unforgettable moment. Parents, are you ready? It's much fun ahead of all of us together. All right, let's bring the parents into the Madhatan Smith adventure, creating moments of shared joy and connection. Chapter 14. Superpowered Family Fun. Hey, super families! Madhatan Smith here, and today we're turning your home into a superpowered playground for everyone. That's right, moms and dads, it's your turn to join the fun. 1. The Wish Upon a Star. Storytelling Circle. Activity. Gather around in a cozy circle, dim the lights, and pretend you're under a starry sky. Each person, child or adult, gets to start a story with a single sentence, then pass it on to the next person to add another sentence. Keep going until you've created a wild and wonderful tale together. Parent involvement. Parents, don't be afraid to be silly and let your imaginations run wild. Use funny voices, make dramatic gestures, and encourage your children to do the same. Motivation. This activity encourages creativity, collaboration, and bonding. It's a chance for parents and children to share a magical moment together. 2. The Thought Weaving Together Craft Time. Activity. Grab some colorful paper, markers, and scissors, and work together to create thought-weaved creations. Parents can help children cut out shapes, draw pictures, and write down positive affirmations. Then, hang your creations around the house as reminders of your shared creativity. Parent involvement. Parents, take the lead in brainstorming ideas and encouraging your children's artistic expression. Share stories of your own childhood dreams and aspirations. Motivation. This activity fosters teamwork, communication, and creative expression. It's a chance for parents and children to create something beautiful together. 3. The Giggle Grumps Go Away. Dance party. Activity. Put on some upbeat music and have a dance party. Parents and children can take turns showing off their best dance moves, making silly faces, and laughing together. If anyone starts to feel grumpy, they have to do a Giggle Grumps Go Away dance move, like shaking their sillies out or making a funny noise. Parent involvement. Parents, let loose and have fun. Don't be afraid to be goofy and embrace your inner child. Motivation. This activity promotes physical activity, laughter, and stress relief. It's a chance for parents and children to let go of their worries and have a blast together. 4. The Superpowered Kindness Challenge. Activity. Work together to create a list of kind acts you can do for others. It could be anything from writing a thank you note to a teacher to helping a neighbor with their groceries. Then, go out and complete your kindness challenges together. Parent involvement. Parents, lead by example and show your children the importance of kindness and compassion. Share stories of your own acts of kindness and encourage your children to do the same. Motivation. This activity instills values of empathy, generosity, and community involvement. It's a chance for parents and children to make a positive impact on the world together. 5. The Dream Big Together Vision Board. Activity: grab a large piece of poster board and some magazines and work together to create a Dream Big Together vision board. Cut out pictures and words that represent your family's dreams and aspirations and glue them onto the board. Then, hang your vision board in a place where everyone can see it and be inspired. Parent involvement. Parents, share your own dreams and aspirations with your children and encourage them to do the same. Help them identify their strengths and talents and brainstorm ways to achieve their goals. Motivation. This activity fosters goal setting, visualization, and positive thinking. It's a chance for parents and children to dream big and work together to achieve their goals. Remember, super families, the most important thing is to have fun and create lasting memories together. You are all heroes in your own right, and together you can make the world a brighter place. Chapter 15. The Everlasting Sparkle. Imagine this chapter is written with a warm, celebratory tone, like a grand finale filled with joy and excitement. And so, dear super kids, our adventure with Madhatan Smith comes to a close, but only in these pages. The magic we've shared, the sparkle think we've practiced, the kindness we've spread that never ends. It lives inside you, shining brighter every day. Remember, you don't need a wishing whirligig or a magic crystal to be a hero. You have the power within you, the power of your imagination, your kindness, and your courage. Use it every day to make the world a little brighter, a little happier, a little more magical. Go out.
I've learned that people will forget what you said. Go out there and play. Build forts, draw monsters, sing silly songs and tell wild stories. Invite your friends to join your adventures, and together, create a world where anything is possible. Share your powers, your laughter, and your dreams with everyone you meet. Remember those heroes we met? Orion, Lily, Toby, Maya, and all the magical creatures of the Whispering Woods. They're still out there spreading joy and inspiring others.
And inspiring others. And guess what? You can be just like them. Never stop believing in the magic within you. Never stop dreaming big. Never stop being you. Because you are amazing. You are brave. And you are loved. And to all the wonderful moms who shared this adventure with their super kids, thank you. Thank you for embracing the magic, for encouraging their imaginations, and for showing them the power of love and kindness. If you want to keep the magic alive, come join our community of sparkle thinkers. Follow me on Instagram at @smooth_embrace, where we share stories, activities, and inspiration to keep your inner hero shining bright. Now go forth, super kids, and make the world sparkle. And I have
sparkle. And remember, the adventure never truly ends because the magic is always within you. You're not alone, little star is a heartwarming adventure for kids who sometimes feel like learning is a bumpy road. Join Sparky, a little star who struggles to shine like the others as they journey through the cosmic classroom. Along the way, Sparky meets friendly planets who share their own unique ways of learning, from singing math problems to drawing history stories. This magical tale reminds every child that being different is a superpower and that everyone shines brightly in their own special way, proving that learning can be a joyful and exciting adventure for all. This is for informational purposes.
If a man
informational purposes only. For medical advice or diagnosis, consult a professional. Chapter 15. The Everlasting Sparkle. Imagine this chapter is written with a warm, celebratory tone, like a grand finale filled with joy and excitement. And so, dear super kids, our adventure with Madhatan Smith comes to a close. But only in these pages. The magic we've shared, the sparkle think we've practiced, the kindness we've spread that never ends. It lives inside you, shining brighter every day. Remember, you don't need a wishing whirligig or a magic crystal to be a hero. You have the power within you, the power of your imagination, your kindness, and your courage. Use it every day to make the world a little brighter, a little happier, a little more magical.
Magical. Go out there and play. Build forts, draw monsters, sing silly songs, and tell wild stories. Invite your friends to join your adventures and together create a world where anything is possible. Share your powers, your laughter, and your dreams with everyone you meet. Remember those heroes we met? Orion, Lily, Toby, Maya, and all the magical creatures of the Whispering Woods? They're still out there spreading joy and inspiring others, and guess what? You can be just like them. Never stop believing in the magic within you. Never stop dreaming big. Never stop being you, because you are amazing, you are brave, and you are loved. And to all the wonderful moms who shared this adventure with their super kids, thank you. Thank you for embracing the magic, for encouraging their imaginations, and for showing them the power of love and kindness. If you want to keep the magic alive, come join our community of sparkle thinkers. Follow me on Instagram at @smooth_embrace, where we share stories, activities, and inspiration to keep your inner hero shining bright. Now go forth, super kids, and make the world sparkle. And remember, the adventure never truly ends, because the magic is always within you.